Hey guys, it's Luke here at CCM Wellness Center, and we again want to give you guys some more ideas of things we can be doing at home while we're not able to get to the gym and utilize all our equipment. For today's workout, you're going to need a chair. I'll be using my box, but that's my chair, and then either a stability ball if you have one, or just a pillow or a stuffed animal, something along those lines would work too. We've got two different groups of 3 exercises we're going to be doing today. The first exercise we're going to be doing is a plank up down. So we're going to start in our plank position, basically the top of a push-up position. From here, we're going to drop down, down, up, up. So I led with my right arm led down and up. Down, down, up, up. Trying to keep my body nice and straight that entire time. Then, after I finish with the right side, I'll change up and get all my repetitions with my left arm as the leader. Again, down, down, up, up. If that's too challenging on our toes, the way we're going to modify it, we're just going to drop to our knees. Still keeping our body nice and stable, nice straight line from shoulders to knees, controlling yourself down and pressing back up. Secondly, today, we're going to be doing our get-up sit-ups. So with these, it's basically just the sit-up portion of a Turkish get-up. We're just going to pop one arm straight in the air, and we're just going to drive this hand straight toward the ceiling. So we're going to rock to our elbow, all the way up to our hand, and then back down. Reinforcing that we want to drive straight up toward the ceiling with this hand. We don't want to be reaching out here trying to swing this arm forward. Coming back down, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Once we finish those reps, we're going to drive this hand straight up. We're getting to our elbow, all the way to our hand, and lowering back down. Drive up and back down. If you have a dumbbell at home, or if you have even just a can of soup, a book, anything that you want to add a little bit of resistance, if that movement's too easy, you can definitely do that. But it's going to be challenging just at body weight itself too, so don't feel like you need to add any extra resistance to that movement. Once we finish those, we're going to move on to our chair dips today. So I'm using my box. You can use your chair, your couch, whatever you have available. I'm going to put my hands right outside of my hips. I'm going to extend my legs out in front of me here. I'm going to lower myself down as deep as I comfortably can, trying to stay right along my chair or my bench, whatever I'm pushing off of, and driving straight back up. We don't want to let ourselves get out here and put all that strain on our shoulder. You want to stay nice and close, just as deep as you can get, and drive back up. If that's too challenging, bring your feet in. We're going to take some of that load off. We're going to make it a little bit easier. If that's too easy, you can grab a second chair and pop your feet up on that chair out in front of you to add more resistance to it. So you do whatever you need to do to make this movement challenging, but also something you're able to do with good quality form. So those are our first 3 movements. So the first movement in our second group of 3 is going to be an around the world push-up. So we're going to start in that top plank position again, and this time we're going to raise up all 4 of our different points of contact. So we'll go left arm, right leg, left leg, then we're going to do a push-up. We'll do that same thing again. Left arm, right leg, left leg, followed by a push-up. Once we get all our repetitions on that side, then we're going to go the other direction. So go right arm, left leg, right leg, followed by a push-up. If that's too challenging, if we can't do push-ups on our toes, we'll go ahead and just drop to our knees for that push-up portion. Still lowering as deep as you comfortably can, driving through nice and powerful to get back up. So after our push-ups, we're going to be doing a split squat. Now this is where we can use the chair, or we can do this with both feet on the floor. If we feel like we want to try the challenging movement with the chair, we'll go ahead and pop that back leg up on the chair, making sure all our weight is out over that front foot. We're going to lower down as deep as we comfortably can, keeping this foot fully in contact with the floor, and drive back through as deep as you comfortably can, and then drive back through. And then obviously we'll do the same thing with the other side. Kick that other foot up, find our balance, all that weight's out over the front foot. We'll lower down and drive back through. If we've got joint issues, or if we're just not up for putting our foot up on that chair, we can do the same thing with both feet on the floor. We just want to make sure we try to take our weight off that back leg. That's just our kickstand for balance. Our weight's out over our front leg. we're still gonna lower down as deep as you comfortably can and then push back through the floor to get back up. It's the same movement. We're just taking a little bit of that load off, especially if we got hip mobility issues or knee pain, anything like that. And then last but not least today, our stability ball or our pillow is gonna come into play, and we're gonna be doing some passes. So we're gonna start laying flat on the ground with our ball or our pillow up in our hands. We're gonna raise our arms and our legs up to meet in the middle. We'll pass the ball between our ankles, come back to that full extension, and then come back up to the middle and back overhead with the ball. That's one. Then we'll do that again. Come up, all the way down, meet in the middle, and that's two. So we need to get it back to our hands to count as a repetition. If that movement is too challenging, if we feel like we're putting strain into our lower back, then I just want you to bring your legs up to about a 90-degree angle and pass the ball to your knees instead. We'll pass it there, still coming back here and meeting back to bring the ball up, but we're gonna take some of that strain out of our lower back if that's too challenging to try to keep our legs more straight. And that wraps up the 3 movements in our second circuit today. Good luck with this workout this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.